Well, good afternoon, Littlefoot Adventures. Today I thought I would shoot a quick video just showing all the modifications that were done on our Sunray 109 Sport. So let me just walk you through stuff that was done so you can get an idea. Maybe, just maybe, you possibly might want to do these same modifications to yours. So one of the biggest and major modifications that I've done recently is adding this tongue box on the camper. By me adding this tongue box, that's now going to allow me to do a dual battery setup, which is something I'm looking forward to. Currently, as it sets right now, it's a single battery setup. Let me open it up and show you. As you can see, I put these locks on here because with the propane tank, it's difficult to get to the key. And I think these are a little more secure than the other way. Anyway, here it is. This tongue box is from Harbor Freight. I currently have one battery. I'm using the other side for storage. I did not a shut-off switch here to kill the system. It's hidden inside the box so no one can mess with it. The propane had to be moved forward in order for this to happen. Once I did that, I got an extension hose, as you can see down here, if it focuses, to extend it from the pressure regulator to here. Eventually I want to get I think it's a 9-gallon propane for this. But yeah, this is awesome. I did bored a hole in the bottom, and since it have a grommet big enough, I got a 1/4-inch fuel line and slid it down the middle to make my own grommet. So I'm going to get eventually a lithium battery here and lithium battery here, and that'll give me more amp hours when camping. Now the other upgrade I did was add this on the front of the trailer, so when you go camping, you just pop this down and it makes it really simple and easy to maneuver the camper on the campsite. Kind of makes it way quicker for backing up into a campsite, for that matter, also. So you can just pull in, disconnect, and pop the wheel down and move the camper in place. I also did add a level on the outside. The inside box, there's a lot more room now since I'm using the tongue box for right now. On the wheels, I put all locking lug nuts on every single lug, so therefore nobody can steal the wheels off the camper. I know it's a little overkill. Also, when we have it parked here at home, we have a tire clamp on there. And we also have a ball hitch lock. On the back side of the camper, we have our logo, Littlefoot Adventures. Now, on the kitchen, kept it simple in the kitchen. A lot of people tile the whole backsplash. We just put a magnet strip here for our knives when we're camping, and then I put a grease splash guard. This is basically one of those guards that go on the bottom of a door. That works really well to keep the grease from splashing on the plywood. But up top we just have our normal storage. We did remove the microwave, put one of these nettings up here, which is the best thing ever. On the inside, the wife wanted a shelving, so I built her a shelf to add more room for stuff under the sink. We also did put a swivel head faucet which is also a sprayer on the kitchen. Now also, since we're on the back side, I did move the spare tire up underneath the camper, so that freed up the tongue area for the tongue box. I came up with my own locking system for this. So basically, these are the brackets off of a U-bolt, and what I did is I put a nylon nut on the back side, and then this spins, so if they try to cut it, it's just going to spin. And then on the other side, same thing, but I put a little lock back here, so it's actually locked up. So I want you to do this lock. This pulls out right here, and then it can spin down, and then you can put your 3/4 inch socket on there and lower the tire down. A lot of people have also asked, what's the clearance on there? If you can see, yeah, it does hang down quite a bit a ways from the bottom of the camper, but I mean, the clearance is 10 inches. It's around 10 inches. So just to give you an idea. Now they're still on the outside of the camper. I did add solar onto this camper. And I ran it through the refrigerator vent. That's 100 watts of solar on the camper, which is, for me and my wife, just fine. It works great when we're camping. No issues so far of running out of power. I did change the outside speakers to pile drivers, which are waterproof. So, because everybody knows these speakers are not the best. We also did add a rug on the steps so we don't track dirt inside. Now on the inside, we kept it pretty much stock. There are some things that we've done to this to make it feel more homey. Number one that everybody does is a TV. TV runs off a 110. It's not a 12 volt, but we did buy a electric generator, and we placed the electric generator over here and just plugged the wires for the Fire Stick and the TV into it. And we also have a amplified antenna on the back side to get some stations. We have a little placard there, it says "Lost at Last." Changed out the thermostat to a nicer one. I mounted these boxes here throughout the camper, these little wooden shelf boxes. There's one over here for remote controls. I also did put a hook inside to hang the keys to the camper, or your hat, or whatever, you know, when you're camping. Down here we have porta potty. This is actually mounted to the floor, but this porta potty is pretty nice. It's battery operated, so you push the button, it puts water in there. It has level indicators for your water level. That's fresh water. That's dirty water. That's the brand of the porta potty. So down here, there's a little snap. You pop off, and you can remove this from the floor. Which that's what I wanted for transportation, because what we do when we get there is on our awning we have a screened-in room, which is behind me in the bag, and we put up the screened-in room and put the porta potty out there. It's completely private, no one can see you, so it works out perfect for us. Now down here is my charge controller for my solar, and it's been working great. It's also Bluetooth, so this wire here you see running is my Bluetooth that's hidden behind the wall here so it's not exposed. This system also has a thermostat so you can control the, see how hot your battery is. On another recent video that I did with this, I put piano hinges on these boards so you can have access to get back in there to work on anything you need to do. Once again, on this side of the window is another one of those cubby holes. So give a quick view. Sorry about the shaky camera. Now, on the top of the camper is the vent fan. I do have a cover for that to allow you to keep the vent open year-round so the camper doesn't get all hot inside. And that's still a work in progress. To get that done, I have to get up there and do some modifications for that. But as far as modifications on this camper, I have done a lot of modifications as to make it the way it works for my wife and myself. But I don't have a welder. I'm just an average Joe, and I was able to do this. So also, I just want to point out on the battery, I also have a trickle charger in case I need to trickle charge the battery as well. I can plug in to my garage and charge the battery that way. But all in all, we've been out 2 times camping in this camper so far, and we're actually doing another trip coming up in February for our anniversary. Hopefully we'll get another trip in before that. But just want to give you a quick rundown on all the modifications that were done. Oh, I forgot one more modification now that I'm looking at it. If you look down here, you'll see a ball valve. What that does is it drains the tanks. And I just connected them all into one pipe. So you just open one valve and it clears the piping out. But yeah, that's all the modifications that were done. If you have any questions whatsoever about what was done to this camper, feel free to reach out to us. Between myself and my wife, we can get back to you. But if you like what you see, please subscribe. We're trying to build this channel up. There's not too many people out there displaying their Sunray 109s on the internet with modifications like this, or even camping trips. There's Chuck and Sherry, which we love watching their videos and would love to hopefully meet up someday and go camping with them. They're really nice people, and we reached out to them, and Sherry's all about it, but unfortunately they live far away from us, and we live far away from them. So, but yeah, we love our camper. We've had nothing but good times in it. The other modification that we're also going to be doing is we're going to be taking out this Dometic refrigerator and putting a 12-volt cooler in with a freezer and a refrigerator on a slide out. That also allows us to run that off of solar. So, because we're going with a dual battery setup, we're going to have lots of amp hours to use, and it'll get us through the camping. But anyway, there's one more other modification that I did is the license plate. You see this is diamond plated, and I got that off of Amazon. So plastic one that comes on the mounted to the tail light. I just grinded that off of there, removed the tail light from the camper, mounted the diamond plate one, which matches the other diamond plate, and it's really nice and sturdy. So no complaints there. Anyway, like I said, if you have any questions about anything you saw in this video, feel free to reach out to us. Me and my wife will answer them as soon as we can. And please like, please subscribe, or share this video with other people that you think are looking to get in a 109 Sport Sunray. Because, like I said, they get a bad rap, but they're a great little camper. For the price, you can't beat it. So we just hope that later down the road they see what we have done to our modifications and see that it's actually needed for this camper, and it's something that'll come straight off the dealer floor that way. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.